Rocker JCC here for an unscripted review of the new Wiz Khalifa and Curren EP, Live in Concert. First things I want to mention in this review: 1, wearing a hat. I don't normally wear a hat. I just don't like the way my hair looks today. I'm being kind of a diva. Secondly, at the end of this review, I usually have like a slide that says previous review, similar review, next review, and if you click on the similar review one, you'll see my first hip-hop concerts video that I made last year, which Wiz Khalifa was one of those. It was at the Beale Street Music Festival, so if you want to see my review of that performance, click on that video at the end. And also, lastly, I like my shirt. Now, with this EP, there was a lot of hype and build-up surrounding it. And by hype, I mean it was just delayed a lot, and they kind of just finally got their crap together and put it out. And it's not as a mixtape, which a lot of people thought it was going to be a mixtape. It's actually just a full EP that you can buy on iTunes and whatnot. And, you know, it's called Live in Concert, but what I don't understand is this is not a live recording at all. Maybe they filmed it. Maybe they recorded it backstage at a concert or something, but I just don't get why it's called Live in Concert. It doesn't make sense. It's stupid. I'm just going to be up front with y'all right off the bat. I don't have a lot to say about this. This is going to be a really short review because really there's like no depth in this. This is a very shallow release. But that's kind of the style Currency and Wiz Khalifa go for. Now, I'm a Wiz fan. I'm honestly not a big Currency fan. Only Currency that I've gotten into would be his Cigarette Boats EP that wasn't that good. Had really good production from Harry Fraud, but Currency just didn't do crap on it for me, and I kind of get that same kind of vibe from this release. The production does one thing and the vocals are just kind of there. I mean, this is just that in one ear, out the other weed rap kind of stuff that Wiz and Currency both do. And sometimes Wiz is a lot better at this, but to me on here it just seems like he stoops down to Currency's level almost, and he just doesn't really say anything that I like hearing from Wiz. I mean, he usually has, he's not the most lyrical rapper anyway, but he just kind of zones out on this thing, and I have very mixed feelings about that. Seriously, like the only line I could pull out of this thing, even when I like focused, was on the second track, Landing, when Currency says, "Smoke my weed, eat my breakfast, my bitch read our horoscopes out loud." Does it mean anything? I don't think so. Is it supposed to mean anything? I don't think so. This is just stuff that you listen to while you get high. I mean, seriously, there's no depth at all. As for the production goes on this, I was really pleasantly surprised at first. These are like really nice throwback beats with like, throwback, I don't mean like boom bap beats. I mean like, it feels like these late 70s groove, kind of like a late 70s soundtrack, film soundtrack, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know, like Starsky and Hutch or Anchorman, or one of those movies that's like set back in the late 70s, if you know what I'm talking about. And just all the beats just have that sound of the late 70s that I think is really cool. But the thing is, that sound is on all 6 of these tracks, and you literally can't differentiate. I mean, they could actually be using the same beats and just rearranging them. I wouldn't be able to tell, in all honesty. They have the same sounds, almost the same rhythm. I mean, like the first track and the second track, I was like, yeah, I kind of like this feel, but then the rest of the tracks literally have the same kind of beat, and you know, I don't like it at all. I mean, there's just no diversity at all. You gotta have a little bit, you gotta change it up some. The only track that kind of changes up the production would be the third track, The Blend, and it has like a vocal soul sample going throughout it, and that at least sounded kind of good. But the rest of it just has this really kind of almost cheesy, because it's done so much, that late 70s kind of soul disco kind of, I think there's even like a Hispanic Latin flavored one, but it's just all the same sound. I just can't stress that enough. There's just no depth at all. So yeah, there's like nothing else to say about this. It's just in one ear and out the other, just kind of zoned out background music to me. But I think that's really what it's supposed to. If you're a Currency fan, if you're a Wiz Khalifa fan, you're gonna enjoy this. Anyone else, I really don't think you would enjoy this at all. It's just Currency and Wiz Khalifa, weed rap. What can I say? You know, it has a little bit of a late 70s throwback flair on it, but still nothing amazing, you know. So if you're a fan of those guys, check it out. Check out my first hip hop concerts video where I review my Wiz Khalifa experience. And yeah, subscribe and all that stuff. Rocker JCC. Peace.